The most trending comic books in the world. Some books I know you have in your back issue bin, and someone got one of the best deals on original art that I've seen in a long time. Like they straight up stole it.
Absolutely. One of the craziest things I have ever seen.
Ooh, big thing to say. I can't wait to hear the community's thoughts. Hit the like and subscribe, and Russ, hit him with number 10.
Number 10 on the list, Incredible Hulk number 449. First appearance of the Thunderbolts. We were seeing $50 average sales and an incredibly low $160 for CGC 9.8. There's a 183% increase in copies sold this week because Thunderbolts is finally showing on Disney+.
Dude, doesn't it feel good to see this book on the list?
It actually does. I like this book a lot. I think it's a fantastic first appearance of a team that can really be interchangeable. This is really, really cheap. 183% is not that much of an increase, but we've talked about this book multiple times over the last 7 years.
I think that is the problem as it pertains to comparing current prices with the heights that this book reached, which was over $1,000. 7 years is a long time to be in development hell.
It really is. And the lead time for this, we had so many details and derails. And a lot of it was that the eventual team for the Thunderbolts was made up of a bunch of people that needed to show up in other things. Black Widow, the second one, needed to happen to be able to introduce Taskmaster, Yelena Belova, do more of her story, and Red Guardian. We ended up having to wait until the second Ant-Man before we saw Ghost. So this is kind of why Thunderbolts took so long to put together as a movie.
Although the book is trending, the collectible may not be selling as aggressively as you would expect. Take a look at all of these characters again. The movie was outstanding, and there's a lot of opportunity within all the members of the Thunderbolts.
Oh, and Sentry was the runaway surprise, and that book's another one that is super, super cheap right now.
Use code TOM101 on Key Collector Comics. Just type in Thunderbolts, and you're going to see all the different keys that are associated with this movie. There are a lot of characters and a lot of books that are selling really well, but super cheap, probably too cheap, and get ahead of what will be a more long-term play and support the show. Number 9 on the list is Marvel Superhero Secret Wars, issue number 10. We got this classic Mike Zeck cover from 1985. This is seeing $15 average sales, a $220 sale for a CGC 9.8 this month. Increase of copies sold of 181% for reasons we all know. Robert Downey, Dr. Doom.
Yep.
I want to give a little collector's tip here because people are speccing a lot, and there's going to be a lot of new Dr. Doom fans. He's one of the coolest characters that Marvel has to offer.
Yeah.
Well, something that I like to do for comics that I personally collect is I like to do sold listing searches on eBay specifically just to see if there's anything that surprises me. Is there something that's selling for a higher amount that I didn't expect, a collectible I didn't know? So one thing I thought to do was, let's just see what people are buying. I did a sold search for Dr. Doom, and I want to hit you with some really cool books that are majority under $20. We have Fantastic Four versus the X-Men issue number 4. This features a fallen Dr. Doom with the Fantastic Four behind a Franklin Richards bringing Victor down to his knees.
I am very aware of the miniseries, and this is a cool miniseries. It's a great read, great Doctor Doom appearance.
Supervillain team up number 1. That daunting Doctor Doom cover where he's leading in his own title.
On the light blue, yeah, that's a great cover. That entire run features Doctor Doom and the Submariner in some of the best and most underrated stories, in my humble opinion.
Avengers. Enter Dr. Doom, issue number 25. Just Dr. Doom looking stoic with his arms crossed, looking at Cap and Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
I think the last one I picked up was low grade, and I still loved it.
All right, here are some more examples. I'm going to keep it going. We have Tales of Suspense 31. He got the prototype Dr. Doom. Of course, there's a lot of West Coast Avengers that are selling right now, specifically the one that we've talked about before, issue 35. There's a newsstand sale of that. I also saw this sale for a Moon Knight issue 40. You got Doom 2099 in a really cool Moon Knight cover. But here's the catch. I just named all these books. All of those are sold books, and they all happened on the same day. These are all sales within 24 hours.
Wow. Okay. So people are definitely seeking out Doom and trying to find things that may be off the beaten path. Number 8 on the list, Black Panther number 1 from 1977. Some Jack Kirby goodness. $90 average sales, $482 for a recent CGC 9.8 sale. We are seeing 129% increase in copies sold this week because Well, while it's not his first appearance, this is an affordable one. We had Damson Idris actually get interviewed this last week and gave a really non-committal, answer on whether or not he's in the new Black Panther. He did say yes, he would, however, if he was asked.
If they asked, would you say yes?
Yes.
Now, for his true first appearance, Fantastic Four number 52 is on the larger list, the trending 20, but something I saw this last week, criminally undervalued, an original art page of Black Panther number 12 sold at Heritage for under $2,000, including buyer's premium. And the kicker, the third panel was autographed by Jack Kirby himself. That was so low, I was wishing I had extra money in my account.
You can get a freaking original Jack Kirby page signed for under $2,000 before buyer's premium. Damn, that's a great deal.
Oh, absolutely. And the fact that this was under $500 for a 9.8, I'd rather buy the OA all day long.
Number 7 on the list. Ooh, gotta choose my words carefully here. I don't think you should buy Mark Spears Monsters. What? Mark Spears Monsters issue number 1. $200 average sales. Recent CGC 9.8, $750. An increase of copies sold of 120%. Now, you know I collect Mark Spears.
Sure.
I love Mark Spears. Go buy Mark Spears Monsters. It's freaking excellent. I got a PC growing. I love every bit of it. Now I'm talking about issue number 1 at a 9.8, which was averaging $400 at best.
Sure.
Has now just broken $750. Heights were reached of over $1,000. Here's the thing. This is the information we have from Key Collector, and I have some more info to discuss. During the Keen Spot presentation during San Diego Comic-Con, and this was the publisher of Mark Spears Monsters, it said on the display screen at the bottom, we can now announce that Monsters has been officially optioned for film/TV, and an amazing screenwriter is developing it for adaptation. More details when we get the green light to spill them. I contacted Mark Spears about this. Is this legit? He said, absolutely. It was announced, but the panel kind of went under the radar a little bit. And yeah, there is some steam, but that's mostly known because of his Discord, which everyone should join.
Right.
And that Keenspot hasn't really announced things fully because this is currently in, like, dare I say, pre-option status. I don't want to see what happened to Stray Dogs happen with Mark Spears Monsters is what I'm saying. Can you maybe explain that a little bit?
Stray Dogs, another great horror example. By the first or second issue, people were already starting rumors, and then it had gotten optioned well before the series ended. By issues 4 and 5, there were 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th prints and so many horror homage covers. It was awesome. There were so many of them out there. And if you're a horror person like me, you want to collect them all. But it was just this big explosion and then this collapse. We're waiting for more news on this. I want it to happen, but this is the type of thing that you really need to exercise caution.
I personally think picking up Mark Spears Monsters issue 1 at like a freaking 9.8 for near $1,000 is probably not the ideal time to do it. Wait a little bit. There are so many other covers for you to consider. So many new ones coming. The blind bag has like over 40 of them. I think people got to go with their gut and buy what they love because I just don't want the fans to get burned. And I know that's not Mark's intention.
As with Thunderbolts, the lead time can kill you. In 2021, we saw highs for a Stray Dogs number 1 and a 9.8 at $610. The last sale, $30 for a 9.8. This is what happens when a project loses steam.
Which brings us to number 6 on the list with ASM 546 from 2008. $25 average sales, a 9.8 just hit 175. It makes sense. Brand New Day, that's the name of the title of the next Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man 4. An increase of copies sold of 158%. There are so many characters to spec on, however, that it's kind of tough to decide what to purchase. But here's an affordable option with the title on the cover, and there are minor key appearances in this book. You got Mr. Negative. That's the big one. That's the big spec. People know Mr. Negative from the video game. But more importantly, I don't think anyone would be surprised if we see Mr. Negative in this movie. In fact, this is probably the one that makes the most sense to include and would be the least surprising to see.
Now, we definitely steer people away from specking on things in title alone. Brand New Day, sure, but Secret Invasion, Avengers Assemble, these are times that the words have been said and they didn't really come to fruition. But keep in mind, this last week, we did in fact see some leaked photos from the set and got to see the symbol of the Inner Demons, which is Mr. Negative's team, and that lends a little bit more credence to the spec on this book. Another book that we're talking about, number 5 on the list, New Teen Titans Annual number 2. No long term on this. Vigilante absolutely in the new Peacemaker, seeing $15 average sales and $125 for CGC 9.8, a 146% increase in copies sold this week.
Real talk, I am looking for this book in a newsstand at a 9.8 for my damn PC. The most enjoyable character in Peacemaker Season 2 that I find not just entertaining, but exciting and fun to watch is Vigilante. And I say the same thing for Peacemaker Season 1. And if you're not on the Peacemaker train, you need to get on it. It's some of the best superhero anything that's on television. And already we're only like 3 episodes in. I'm watching it the day of release, and Vigilante is bringing the damn heat. He's hysterical. And he's definitely somebody that I think everyone's going to be adding to their like favorite TV adaptation.
I love it when we have underrated characters that people aren't thinking about, which is a lot like this next one. Number 4 on the list, Absolute Martian Manhunter number 1. This book came out and oh my God, minds are being blown. Fire Guy Ryan even said that this is his favorite Absolute book last week on the video. $5 average sales, $63 for CGC 9.8. The creative team here is doing so much with this character. And I think part of it is the fact that it's not a character that a lot of people know, so they can really kind of play with it. It reminds me a little bit of the Moon Knight series. We had the Jeff Lemire and like the Warren Ellis series where they really played with a character. This has a lot of leeway to make some cool things happen. The writer Denise Camp and Javier Rodriguez are working very, very well. But the thing that I think pushes it over is that we have this incredible letterer making every single panel live and breathe. It gives these extra little steps to what's going on. Hassan Otsmane El Hau, I apologize if I mispronounce it, but has been mentioned multiple times in many podcasts and articles as someone who is very much driving this. And hats off to you. If you're a letterer and you are getting called out by name, you're absolutely doing something right.
I read issue 1 more than once. The amount of value you get for cover price is substantial.
Yep.
It's like you're reading a book that was drawn by freaking Trad Moore something. Like Silver Surfer Black. You're going to get lost in these pages. It's superb. Add Absolute Manhunter to your pull list. Damn it. Make sure to add Skinbreaker to your pull list. At the list at number 3, we got the Ash Can. We got David Finch. We got Robert freaking Kirkman coming, and a $25 trending Ash Can that came out this week.
110% increase in copies sold this week. This is another one of these super cool things that Robert Kirkman does for comic book shops. Every single time we get an Ash Can or a free preview, he's been doing this for years. We had Walking Dead stuff. Solid Blood 17 was years ago. Die, I think was a decade ago. But Kirkman has always done something a little above and beyond to go, hey, shops, here's something special.
You got this like almost indigenous orc tribe that is fighting for their civilization, but we really don't know much about it. But what we do know is that this story, the creation of it began. In fact, let me actually break the fourth wall here with you, Russ. Johnny Desjardins remembers during his apprenticeship when David Finch started Skinbreaker.
Oh, wow. Okay. So this is something that David Finch has been working on for years.
It's because every page is giant. The amount of time David Finch has put into this is, you can't even fathom it. This may be his magnum opus.
That's some really, really strong words, because I know how long David Finch has been working in the industry, and for him to have had this project, and this is the first that we're really, really hearing of it out in the general public, that's impressive.
Make sure to add it. Like, people are going to be picking this up just because of the Robert Kirkman effect, because almost everything this guy touches gets optioned.
Right.
But the real fans and comic lovers are going to be enjoying something really special here very soon, and you don't want to miss out. Number 2 on the list. If you like our show, you want to support it directly, we don't have a Patreon. We don't like do streams where you can do super chats often or anything like that. No, we just get you comic books every month. It's really easy. You support the show, we send you funny books. ComicTom.com, one per box. Every box gets 4 to 5 comics for $34.99, mind you, is a Black Cat issue number 1, John Boy Myers Canada Fan Expo exclusive, which is currently selling for the box price itself. Join the community, and Russ, hit him with the book that's in everybody's long box. You probably have more than one.
You must have more than one because this book had a 3.4 million print run between all of the covers. Adventures of Superman number 500, the return of, well, an entire full team of people who could very well have been Superman. And you got John Henry Steele and you got Superboy showing up and all these other people. But the one that we really care about is it's the first appearance of Angora Lappin, who becomes the White Rabbit. $5 average sales. I could tell you high sales, but it doesn't matter. You could have the green one. You could have the white bag one. The platinum ones are worth a little bit. 254% increase in copies sold this week because, well, she showed up in Peacemaker in a really fun scene that is awesome. I'm so excited that James Gunn has already done a good job of tying the movie Superman into the show Peacemaker, and it looks like he's not stopping there.
Yo, first off, Superman is still in theaters.
Yep.
I think kind of like bringing it back to Thunderbolts a little bit, I think that was the intention. Thunderbolts comes out right after, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Right.
We have these characters that debut in their own series post introduction. And look at how quick James Gunn was able to do that. I think had that happened with certain IPs over the last 5 years, the collectible space would be very different. Also, what a great book that you can get for super cheap. I know this guy just reported on a $5 average sale. It's actually $3.
Oh, that is so... okay, so I think it's 5 for the white bag and 3 for just the green cover. But still, it's one of those that it's everywhere. You're probably going to find it in, cheap bins at lots of shops. This is not something that's super expensive, but... it's fun,
dude.
It's
I like
a good
it. Steal, dude.
You had to buy it when you were my age.
Everyone had to.
Superman had died. 6 months later, Superman came back. We all bought this issue to try and figure out which of the 4 was going to be Superman.
Like and subscribe, and stay tuned to the end of the video. We have a monster giveaway, Stake Through Comic Book Cul-de-sac by Bad Idea. Did you win it? Stay tuned. The #1 most trending book in the world, over an increase of 500% in copies sold week over week, is cover art and interiors by David Finch.
It's so nice to see David Finch getting so much love on the list. #1 on the list, Batman The Dark Knight #1, the first full appearance of Angora Lappin, the White Rabbit. $12 average sales, $140 for CGC 9.8.
Yeah, this is her actually going full White Rabbit.
Yep.
And it happens here in issue 1. Keep an eye out for issue 3 where she's on the cover. People really liking that.
It's a hot
I think
one.
that was also on the trending 20. $12 average sales, $140 for a 9.8. 583% increase in copies sold. Seen very briefly in the early episodes of Peacemaker, expecting to see her return maybe next week, maybe the week after. We have no idea, but I just got to give kudos to this new DCU world that we're in. Superman was so powerful. I watched it again. I paid like $20 to watch it at home because I didn't want to wait for it to hit streaming. And I know that it's going to probably be on streaming really soon for free. And I didn't care because it was just a glorious movie. And to see the characters already showing up on HBO, oh man, this is going to be a DC-led list. I'm feeling it very soon.
That makes me very excited. I love myself some DC.
Hit the like and subscribe. And as always,
Geek responsibly.
enough said. Oh, and that was the end of the video, Russ. We did it, sir. Woo! All right, so cul-de-sac. Stake through the comic book. What the hell, dude? This thing is going to look wild. I'm going to post the unboxing. I expect to receive it in the next week. I just got notification that it was sent. Hoping you can be there. I want to open and see what this thing looks like.
Very cool. I know they worked for a very long time to be able to figure out the proper way to actually get a stake through the comic book without totally messing up the slab. This is something I want to see in person as well.
Well, another person who's be able to see this in person is someone with the phone number ending in 8531. Congratulations. Woo! Check your phone because we're going to contact you and let you know. And we're going to get you this for free courtesy of Bad Idea. And if you want to be like this
Wasn't
winner,
me.
It wasn't you?
No.
It wasn't me either. But if you want to be like this person or join all of our giveaways henceforth until the end of time, go to ComicTom.com, put your phone number in. That's where we source all of our giveaway winners. It's the only way we do it. And of course, have a great week.